What's up, YouTube? It's NQ Scalper Mom coming at you with another recap video for Thursday, July 31st, 2025. And yes, today is the last day of the month. So today was something. I really didn't trade for FOMC. Well, I kind of didn't. I didn't trade that whole morning. And then towards the evening, I ended up taking a trade or two. But I was trying to be disciplined and not trading during the morning before FOMC when it's known to be really choppy, because I want to get in the habit of that when I'm actually trading real capital accounts, real funded accounts, so as to not do things like blow my accounts or have bad days on those days. But anyway, I did not get to make the video yesterday. I do apologize, but let's just hop into today. Today, I thought I had really good price action. Really good price action. So, unfortunately, despite all the good price action that we had, the trade that I actually selected did not work out well. So, let's see. What did we do here? Okay. We did have price go up, impulse move up. We even went through this is the overnight open, I believe. We came back down, and I was thinking I was going to get a setup here around around 30 minutes after the open. I was thinking I would get a setup here, a pullback into the non-EMA, or at least the 20 moving average. So I was thinking I would get that. Here we have another bar. It turned green, but look at the bar. It's not a great bar. And then we got another one. It's not a great bar. Usually these bars work out better when it's more of a tail protruding or penetrating into the moving average. And here is hanging from the average. So that should have been a clue to me. But hey, I'm still learning. So anyway, I did enter here, and I took it up. Had I been trading this myself and not under the guidance of my coach, honestly, I would have gotten out here at this green line, which was, I believe, yesterday's high, the prior day high. So I would have gotten out here, but because I am under his guidance and I'm supposed to follow directions, and he's more of an R trader, and I need to be able to follow directions. That's this whole thing that I'm doing, is seeing if I can follow a process. That is the exercise that I'm practicing, is following a process. Even if it's not necessarily my process, it's just being able to follow a process. So when I get back to doing my usual thing, if I make a process, whatever the process is, I can focus on sticking to a process. So anyway, that process, and yes, now the process has changed. I have moved up from 2 micro contracts to 3. However, I'm not doing the 1R and the 2R targets. I'm just taking out everything at 1.5R. So my stop would have been, I would have just, even though my signal bar was here, oh yeah, this is my signal bar. So yeah, I would put it under these 2 lows here. That would be my stop. And then this would be my 1.5R way up here. So had I just been taking this trade myself, as I am a scalper, I would have just taken this trade to here. Because me, the way I trade is, I'll take it up to here, then I'll take it back down to here. You know, I'm more of a trader like that. But of course, I should stick to the bigger moving averages. This was very poor. I mean, the moving average had gotten a little bit flat. And like I said, the bar is really not sitting on top of the moving average, you know, kind of like this. I mean, you really want to see something more like this, of course, with more of it closing on top and more rejection penetrating through the moving average. But nevertheless, this is where I got stopped out. So I went in here. We went over the prior day high. Then we started to come on back down. So it was like a hope and nope situation, and my stop was blown, and that was it. So that was the trade, and that was it. I think did I take another trade? I did enter the market again. Let me see where, but I think it may have been an accident. Yeah, I think it was, but let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is here. So anyway, I entered the market here and pretty much got right back out because I wasn't trying to get in the market. I think I was just trying to maybe take a trade on my one of my, what do you call these things? One of my sim accounts for Ninja Trader, just kind of following price action and just for observing the market. So anyway, I'm not really gonna say anything about that. But yeah, let me see what does my trade say? Yeah, because it says I got in short. Huh. This is a shame. Like, I don't even remember this stuff. I need to start doing this earlier. Yeah, this would not have been a short for me. Yeah, this would have been a short here. This would have been a short. This would have been a perfect short here. This would have been a short. Now I can see this going up. If only I could see where my entry and exit were. I'm trying to make this big enough so I could see. It says I entered short. I entered here. I just don't see the little pink. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay. All right. Well, I don't see, how did I lose? I don't even know how it lost. I don't know. Maybe if I thought this was a pullback. I don't know. Maybe since we have this long tail up here, maybe I thought it was a pullback and maybe I was trying to get in underneath here. But I don't understand why I would have lost. Maybe because it was a market order. Oh, no. No. That's not what happened. This pink is the short, and this is the buy. So I shorted way down here and had to get out here. So that is what had happened. So you know what? I'm just shaking my head. I'm putting it down. I don't know what to say. I'm just going to put a big no that I didn't do my setup right. Maybe this was a jump in. I'm just going to have to own it because I'm starting to get very, very sloppy, too undisciplined. Oh, goodness, y'all. All right, let's just go to, let's just go to the trade. The first trade, let's just go to that. All right, and let's go ahead and tag it. So I already annotated it there. But if we tag that, that was a 1 minute goal line trade and a Bolanger bounce, which is not even something that I really take that much, especially not at that time. And this was the midline. That's what makes it so bad. Going back to that first trade, I'll just show y'all that in case anybody uses Bollinger Bands. I mean, that's what made the trade so bad. Where are you? Okay, I actually took the trade. I mean, we had the tail in the middle of the Bollinger Band. This is the bottom of the Bollinger Band. And as you can see, that's where it ended up coming down to before it really went up. And that was the top of the Bollinger Band. But for me to take a trade diddling in the middle, oh my gosh, that is just amateur mistake. Just, I must have been really desperate for a trade. I'm just going to put Bollinger Band bounce here. Do I have bat signal bar for mistake? Inferior signal bar? Yes, that would be a mistake. It's kind of a jump in. Yeah, I'm just going to put that because this just wasn't a good trade. And for playbook, I mean, I hate to even say this was what this was because I'm giving it such a bad name by when it wasn't a good representation of what that playbook and what that setup even is. So y'all, that's something you should really consider when you're taking these trades and you just take a really bad setup. That's something that you're going to have to potentially go back and put in your database. So you may be giving yourself bad data by doing that. So of course you can note that it wasn't a good setup, but I guess over time, as you start to take better setups, if the trade is really a good playbook or a good strategy, it'll eventually come out over time. But that is definitely, it's setting you behind not only in your progress of executing confidently, but it's also setting you behind in collecting your data accurately. So just think about that. One thing I should probably note, I will note on the Tradezella chart about this setup, just some things I'll just go ahead and note down here is that number one, the signal bar, I'll just say inferior signal bar. Very inferior signal bar. I'll say moving average was flat. I'll say I diddled in the middle because that was the mid Bollinger Band. So all these things were wrong, kind of wrong with the trade. And just more on the inferior signal bar is that tail of signal bar did not penetrate moving average. So those are things that I just need to think about in the future. I don't know, this was rushed, so I'm going to go ahead, take this picture, and copy it so I can go ahead and put it in my notes book. I'll mark it as reviewed too. Mark as reviewed, at least I did that. But I will put it in my notebook. Go ahead and copy it. Save room for my actual picture. All right, so daily report card for, actually this was Thursday, July 31st. Why is this doing this, y'all? I'm sorry. Oh. Number lock is not pressed. All right, goals. Traded only one account. Traded only 3 micros. Followed my entry criteria for defined setup. I'm going to say no. I think that second trade, the first trade was suspect. Okay, I think I was pushing it. It was so far from the beaten path that it's just really even hard to say it was the correct setup. But definitely the second trade was not. So I'm going to give myself an X. Follow my exit criteria. Oh, I did follow my exit criteria for the first setup. I mean, if it's a jump in, I can't really follow an exit criteria. Okay, if first trade wins, stop for the day. That was fine because my first trade did not win. Only 2 trades allowed per day. I think that was fine. Okay, what I improved upon today. Okay, I correctly changed my risk reward tool and was prepared for my new risk guidelines. So that was fine. And also my risk reward tool and my automated strategy. So I was prepared for my new risk guidelines. Yes, I changed my automated strategy, my ATM and NinjaTrader. So I had all that ready to go. So that was good. Changes I need to make going forward. Yeah, I need to be more focused. And patient to take defined setup. All right, easiest money trade of the day. Y'all, I think there was a VWAP trade that was just so good. But I don't think that I can even find it right now. So I'm not going to go over that. But I am going to put down here there was a VWAP trade today. That was really good. I'll probably will go back and make that a miss trade. And I think I've shown y'all how to do that before. So, okay, overview. How did I do? Today, I did not trade well. I need to regroup and come back more focused tomorrow. All right. That's that. That is that. All right, so I put the picture there. So I think that's pretty much it for today. So thanks again for joining me. Please remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe. And I will hopefully catch you all tomorrow with better news.